Spending a lot of time at home? Have a lot of time on your hands? Let's watch all of the MCU movies. There we go. Yes, we did what many have been doing, which is binging through different franchises, whether you're going through Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter or, Hunger Games or what's other big, all these Star Trek movies. Well, we decided to go through the MCU movies, and we did them in a different order than we normally do. Instead of release date, we did it in chronological order. So I found this list on Games Radar, which has them, and interestingly enough, it actually includes here when the Black Widow is going to be released in the timeline. So that's kind of nice that we know kind of where that's going to fit, and it kind of gives me some reassurance that the Black Widow is not going to go completely off the rails crazy for what's coming up in the newer next sets of MCU movies in the direction that Marvel is going, so, which we'll talk about. So we did do the first weekend, which was like 10 days ago or more. We did like Captain America, Captain Marvel, which was good to get. I liked doing it this way chronologically because it gets Captain Marvel out of the way and you don't really have to think about her at all anymore. Until, Endgame, when she's just a little blip. I'm so glad they wrote as much of her out of that movie as possible because it's a boring as all whatever character. I mean, she plays it like a stone post, and the whole premise around the character is very dull and boring. So the easier you can and quicker you can get that out of the way, the better. So and we did the Iron Mans. My wife, upon Mrs. Tech Show's request, we did skip the Incredible Hulk. She really dislikes that movie completely. It really kind of doesn't fit in. Once they switch to Mark Ruffalo, kind of hard to get it to fit in. A little bit. But anyway, some people like that, which is fine. I'm okay with it, give or take, either way. So we skipped it. All the way down through, and then of course this last weekend, Saturday, we did Infinity War and Endgame back to back. With bathroom breaks, of course. We had to have bathroom breaks in there. And then Sunday, of course, we did Spider-Man Far From Home. And the dates on these, which was kind of weird, was 2023. So I guess that we're pushing way into the future. But anyway, but this kind of makes it nice. We seeing that Black Widow still fits in here before Black Panther or around Black Panther timeline. And that it's going to be really in the same flavor or genre, as the rest of these, first three phases of the MCU movies. And really, this right here, this 22 whatever movie grouping and storyline, basically it's one storyline, 22 films, is one complete storyline. All this does is make me even more disgusted that Lucasfilm can't even put two movies together, right? They can't get two movies to agree with each other going down a line. They can't do it. And Marvel over here put 22. And then they say their excuse is, well, it's really hard. Sorry, no, it isn't. You just have to have somebody with intelligence, somebody who is, not barely qualified to be a secretary running your system, your division. That's what it takes, right? Feige is this, understood what it was going to be and laid out the whole plan for everything that they wanted to do, which was just amazing. I don't know if that's ever, in my lifetime, I don't know that this is ever going to happen again. And why is that? Well, let's see. We're getting female Thor, and I'm not buying it. She's gonna have to eat a sandwich, right? Like seriously, eat a sandwich. Or they're gonna have to CGI muscles or something onto her because that ain't Lady Thor to me at all. Also here, we have Marvel meeting Brie Larson's demands to lead the new Avengers in Team 5. The most boring stone-faced character that they have with, zero personality. Now we're going to have her leading Avengers 5, which this is going to be the worst Avengers movie of all of them. That's guaranteed with her in it. To me, she's box office. I mean, we can go back, look at all the things that happened with Rotten Tomatoes and everything once this movie was coming out, and then we can go back and find the news reports of seats being purchased in bulk and no one showing up for them and no one asking for a refund. So there was a movement, around protecting the Captain Marvel film. There was a whole huge controversy, I think, in regular pop culture that, leads me to believe this is a fake $1 billion, realistically. Just too many, too many crazy things going on with Marvel that I think it's driving down to being dead. Now with the new, crazed Dumb and Dumber characters here that they're going with, that no, it isn't a joke, right? I mean, I can't even believe that. I don't even care about it. Those are like non-characters to me. And now we have the trailer for them. I heard hit 200,000 downvotes. That's got to send a message. But are they going to listen? No. And that's the problem. They're not like rewriting or doing. Maybe we should redo this. Maybe we should, maybe we shouldn't pander to the 0.1% of people in the world, and these people that we're trying to pander to don't go see our movies and they don't go buy our comic books. So I mean, you're trying to find a market, but you're not doing. Oh, here it is, the news. Oh yeah, wow, 201,000 downvotes. I've already downvoted it, just out of principle. So it's just hilarious. If you're gonna, and this gap here, the likes to dislikes is getting wider. I mean, this is going up. The likes is going up so slowly. I can't even. It's not even going to be on the radar. I mean, 200,000 to 4,000. That's 2%. Wow, it's getting bad. So that is just the unfortunate thing, that I think Marvel is heading in a direction that. And then I was reading today that the female Hulk, the She-Hulk writer, is a complete. Well, she would presume that I don't exist because I'm a white male, and that's like her goal in life, is to rid the world of white males and stuff, as from her Twitter, which. Okay, you can be it as a joke, but then I should be able to call you whatever name I want in the book as a joke, and that doesn't happen. So the traffic doesn't flow both directions, and that's the problem, right? So, but anyway, I'm so glad that we got this huge set of videos here. I'm glad that we have all these. That these are here. They're canon, except for Captain Marvel. I don't really care. We can skip that one. But I'm glad we have this set of movies that we can go to and show people in the future. Like, after this craziness of with economy and making everybody stay at home, after all that is done, the movie industry is going to need to put out movies that people want to see, and not the small niche of people that you want to pander to want to see, right? The reason originally, like that the iPhone became so popular was because it hit a middle of the market. Like, people who, weren't very technological, could maybe struggle through and kind of use it. The people who are hyper technological were, they're not going to use that. They're going to use their own phone that they can fully customize and do everything that they want with, right? The remainder of it, like 85% in the middle, are more than happy with having something that's got big buttons and big icons and really quick and easy to use and all that. Not very customizable. So it hits a broad market. And that's, why you can get, tons of iPhones out there. They hit the middle of the market. They weren't going for, well, this phone folds twice in this direction, and then if you hold it this way, you can take pictures of yourself and whatever you're taking and put yourself in the picture and all this other weird stuff. No, that's outlying crazy things. If people want to take a picture, they just pull the camera up. They want to be able to hit a button and take a picture, right? That's middle of the road. That's what sells. That's what gets Apple to be, a multi hundred billions of dollars company, right? That's what drove that. If they had, like the Galaxy, Note, whatever, had a Note for a while. It was great. You had the little stylus. You can do different things with it and stuff. And that's was out for years. And it would never sell as good as an iPhone because it's a niche market. It's a very small market. So if the movie industry wants to be able to survive, right, they're going to have to stop playing to those little tiny niche markets, right? You can't make. How many people are going to go see a movie about some very, I don't know, a person who's like doesn't know about their, they were non-binary, now they're something else, and then now they're a furry and something else. How are you gonna make a movie that panders to that and expect anyone else to go see it? You're not, right? I mean, it's ridiculous. So they need to get back to this. They need to get back to the core of what they were doing, which is this set of movies, like the first 3 phases of the MCU. We can get back to that, then they can get back to making money, which is what they're going to need. They're going to need people, after all of this is over, the key for people to get back to things that are normal, they're going to need entertainment to be able to take them out of what's been going on. And once the theaters, who knows when that's going to be, theaters get back open. I mean, maybe they'll book it so that, they'll only be able to book half the seats in the theater so people can sit apart from each other, something like that. To get people back in there. But in order to do that, they're going to have to make movies that people want to go see. And the majority of people want to go see. Right? I don't know if they're going to get that. I don't know if that's going to, follow through in their minds after all this, but we shall see if they start making these movies and stuff that pander to fringe groups. Somebody's going to be in a world of hurt. So maybe Apple will buy Disney. And which I really don't think is going to happen, but I don't know that Apple wants that headache right now, as all the parks are closed and no income's coming in, stuff like that. So we'll see. But hopefully they'll get the message. Hopefully they'll understand, and that's what I'm definitely hoping for. And I really hope Black Widow gets a real release in a theater, because I really want to go see it in a theater so that everybody can get behind Scarlett Johansson. The movie that everyone since, Iron Man 2, I think was her first debut in a movie, or was it 3? I think it was Iron Man 2, when she was first on the scene, and then in Avengers and stuff, and just like, yes, let's get a Black Widow movie, and now we have it, and let's give it the honor and the reception of being it in a theater, and not just dumped on, pay at home and Disney Plus. Don't want that. All right. Well, thanks for going over this with me. The crazy thing is that being at home gets a little nuts. It's been raining and stuff. We haven't been able to walk. That's kind of my exercise routine, is doing a lot of heavy walking and stuff. I can't run anymore after my back surgery. So now that it's raining outside here in the Los Angeles area, my wife has me doing Pilates with her, and that just needs to stop. Okay, we don't need that. This body is not made for Pilates, so it needs to be over with. We need to all go back to normal. All right. Well, thanks for watching this one. Take care.